Hello. Okay, okay. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hello, everyone. Sorry for that. So, and let's go. Mm, okay, let's go. So, I'm gonna be studying interfaces. Yes, I've been live in Golang for like about 16 days now, and I still need to understand interfaces. I need to, like a deep dive into interfaces. So that's what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna go with my own terminal. Okay. So it's gonna be the CD documents. Gonna be go ls. So it's gonna be CD learn CLS. Probably if we're going, let's try to make a simple application as of program using interface. So ls. So what we have here, we're gonna need mkdir test one. It's gonna be test 2. So it's gonna be ni nvim. Okay, wait. Go multi github.com. No. Go mod init. Okay. Test 2. Does my does the sound is does the sound so loud? Or wait. Okay. Okay, it's good, right? Yeah, right. I think that's good enough. So nvim mean that go. Why? Okay. Wait. Uh, okay, so let's try to read this one. So interfaces in wait. So interface is an abstract concept in which enable polymorphism in Go. A variable that a variable of that interface can hold a value that implements the type. Type assertion is used to get underlying concrete value as we will see in this post. Declare interface in Golang. Interface declared as type. Here is the declaration that is used to declare an interface. So we have the type, interface name, interface. Okay, this is like a struct. So to make like a package is gonna be func main. So in a normal struct, actually, in a normal struct, in the normal struct, we define it as like this. Uh, it's gonna be something like struct name as a string. So in a normal struct, we do something like this, right? And so in interface, we have a variable. So the zero value of an interface is nil. That means it holds no value and type. The code below show that. Okay, so in this code, let's try to we have the var a interface that is gonna be a value of nil or no type. And let's go print that one to print ln print ln with e. Let's try to run this one. So let's run this one. Wait. Oh, no, interface can be replaced by any. It's like, okay, but anyways, we just use interface. So I'm gonna be like, go run. Okay, we have a nil value. That means there's no value, right? We got it. Okay. Now, what we want is the empty interface in Go. The interface is an empty, it has no functions at all. An empty interface holds any type. That's why it is extremely useful in many cases. Below is the declaration of an empty interface. So an interface implement when the type has implemented the functions on the interface. Here an exchange showing how to implement an interface. Okay, we have functions here. For example, also we have a type interface which is a human with a name on it. Then we have a function that is this pointer to our shock human. A function named great, then returns a string. Then it's return a string here. Now we also have a function is a person. This is not actually a point, this is just a reference. This is not a reference, that means, so let's try to I'm gonna try explain it. Like for example here. So I'm gonna try explain it here. So we have that. Let's try also func h that is point to the human. Then a function named great. Then it returns a string. So it's gonna be return hi, I am space and h that name. So this is a pointer. H point to the so h is point to the our human struct as we can see here. And we need a function, another function, which is a person that takes a reference to our person. So what's the difference in this one? Actually, at first I'm quite confused how to work with pointer. At the time of like around 10 days ago, 5 days ago or 6 days ago, I don't know. I'm confused how pointers work. Like, oh, okay. So, in this one, this is just a reference. That means even you like manipulate the value of the name. For example, we have to manipulate the value in name. For example, h that name, or like for example, what you're gonna do here? Let's say so there's a difference here. So we cannot actually point something to our person, right? Like, unlike in here in this one, when you say h that name, you have like a value, or but here is not. We don't have that one. That means that we cannot actually change that one based on something. Like for example, if we're going to change the name to Jen, it's only changed in the memory but not actually in the the final output. Unlike in this one, if we can do something like um, h.name is equal to hello. We can do that. That means we change the value of our name in our construct human. But in this one, it's not the case. So just go print that fmt that print ln on. Then since it's a reference, so we can just use the h from the person. This is just a reference h. So we have h that, let's see, we don't have person. Oh, so this is okay. Okay, I get it. So this is an interface. Ano mo te? Oh, ano mo te? Oh, ate. Okay, I get it now. So actually, we cannot call the person because it's not yet declared. We don't have a declared person interface. So that's what we're gonna do here. So what we're gonna do is type person that is an interface. Now in the interface, we need to call the function great. So it's like in this one, an interface is implemented when the type has implemented the function of the interface. Like the empty interface in Go. So the interface says so. In this one, the interface is declared as a type. So it's a type. Here is the declaration is used. We have a type. Now it has 0 value. So if we don't pass something on it, there's no value. That means if we don't have we don't have something in this one, there's no value. And since we have a great here, it returns a string. That means we can call this one and we can call the function inside it. Okay, so for example, we have you need to call the great function. Great function. Are we doing is then as a string. So it's gonna, since it's return a string, we need that string. Then in this one, we need h that great. Okay. Now in this one, we need since in our struct we can edit this directly if we just call the human, but remember that this only save in the memory. But for now, let's just do that. So for e is equal to human, it's gonna be the value of the name. So we don't need, actually sometimes I specify something like this, name, like that, but actually I don't need to do that. I just need to pass something. It's gonna be like wait, okay, it's gonna be something like hello, and in that one we can print that out. We can print that out as a value. Oh, okay, so what I'm going to pass, for example, we have a variable here like the same as this one. We can call that as a reference pointer. So we can use this in here. The same way with that a, we can call that as name. Oh no, the great. Right, that. Then in this one is a person. Is checking our point. Since it's a pointer, we need to point it. This is gonna be e, something like that. So it's a person that is hello. It's gonna check if that a person. It's gonna print the h.greet from our interface that calls the greet function. Hello. Okay. Okay, I get a little. I understand a little bit, but still confused. But I know this simple, like explanation to this. Like for example, we have a var that is a new value of our human name. Now we print it out as a new interface greet. Oh, oh, so we don't need actually to call a person because it's automatically add that one. Okay, so this is gonna be like the interface that gets the value function greet that prints the hello I am hello world like that. So we just get return, and let's try to save that one. Let's go run. Go run. Yes, we have that. So hi, I'm Richard, and hi, I'm Richard. So it's the same way as we are putting something in here, like a print. This one. But the problem is that I mean, what is the disadvantages and disadvantages of using interfaces? Hmm. Okay, just go. Implementing multiple interfaces. So multiple can be implemented at the same time. If all the functions are all implemented, then the type implement all the interfaces. Below the type, the bird type implements both the interfaces by implementing the function. Implements both the interfaces. Okay. We have a flyer interfaces and a walker interfaces. So bird that struck a name, then we have a name fly, so it's gonna be return a string. The brain walk is gonna return a string. Now, if flyer is gonna be fly, it's gonna be walk. In this one, bar b bird chirper, the same way as this. So we're going to print b that fly and b that walk, so it can fly and it can walk. Okay, understand that one. Interface can be composed together. The composition is one of the most important concepts in software development. When multiple interfaces are implemented, then the type has performed composition. This is really helpful with okay. What do you mean? I think I'm gonna guess this one. So for example, hi am, and then I'm going to display like the name. I think I can guess that one by saying func h is pointer to our human. Then age, this is a age that return a string. I know it's return a value of just a string. Just didn't convert it to a string, so it's gonna return I am plus it's gonna be h that we don't have that age, so we have age that int. So we need to do here is age. So I can just do something like before converting this one, I can do something like what's gonna do something? I'm gonna be like h dot oh wait, or can we do something h str convert that into io and h dot age Okay? Can't use age. What do you mean? Age into a string. I'm doing with the field. Okay, so we cannot use age because we have the same one here. So we just gonna do his like that invalid. Wait. Yes, because we're just trying to call a function, not a value inside our. Now, too many values, so we can just use something like 21. Then what we're gonna do here is I'm going to add the function grade or the age here. So we're gonna do age. Wait, age as a string. Now, so in this one, we can just do something like, can we do something like a dot age? We do that, then let's try to print this one. Go run. Yes, we're doing it right. Okay. So as you can see, we're going to try to run this one. As you can see, we have, hi, I'm Richard. I am 21 years. So it's supposed to be to have 21 years old, but that's okay. 21 years old. Then we have I am here. Just go something like that. Then I go. So, hi, I'm Richard. I am 21 years old. Yes. Nice. Nice. Composing. So, we have. Huh? Sadakan mo. So, fly, walk, VNTBB. Huh? What do you mean by BB? Bird. A string. Values in the interface values can concrete value and add dynamic type. Cheaper mean that bird. Huh? What do you mean? In the code above, chirper is a type bird but has a concrete value of chirper. Okay. Composing it, okay. Bird, chirper. So gonna display the chirper, right? Because it has two value. Type assertion using an interface. So type assertion in a way to get the underlying value an interface holds. This means if an interface variable is assigned a string, then the underlying value it holds is the string. Here's an example showing how to use type assertion using interfaces. So we have a struct of string, a string, then var I is equal to b that sample string. So we're gonna be I that v gonna be the value. Oh, it's a type assertion, so we can just specify it on the type. Okay. Trying switch using an interface. Okay, we have switch here. So we have check type if interface. It's gonna be a nil because we don't have a value in it. So switch I type. So it's gonna be like checking the type. Mm, check print that int string another. So in this one var I is interface a string. Then check type I. Oh, okay, okay. Equality of the interface's values. So we have the equal interface. Then if I is equal to in g, can we do like I dot g or something like that? Or we have the I of the interface ing var I is a string ing. Okay, so we can just use this for comparison comparing. Okay, that's good. Using interface with function, yes. If I interfaces print the I. Var we have the interface here. The var of int 42. Wait, so there's no need for us to specify it's as interface is going to automatically detect that it's a string, because in this one we don't have like an interface, but still it's detect that it's an int. Interesting. Interface I use and we go with polymer. What is polymorphism? What is that? Polymorphism in Java. Learn about polymorphism. What is polymorphism? What is different types of polymorphism? What is polymorphism? In programming language theory, the untype polymorphism is the use of one symbol to represent multiple. Oh, okay. So it's called interface is called polymorphism. So it's gonna be like you can call it as a string or an integer or a boolean. It depends on you. Cause this value is a null, right? Like it said in the first example. Since it's a value a null or a nil, we can actually specify what value it can hold or what type it can hold. Like for example, okay, I'm an interface. I can hold like a string. I can be like a boolean. I can be an integer. We can just do that. Okay, okay, okay. Understand? Understandable. Okay, that's good. Um, Maybe I'm gonna study more on this because I'm gonna end live now because I need to install Fedora. Actually, I'm just trying to explore Linux. Probably gonna use Nexus or Fedora, but I heard that uh, Nexus has a great package manager, but it has a different type of package manager than other Linux. It's a declarative, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It's a declarative package manager. So I'm just gonna use Fedora workstation. Then I'm gonna config it into Hyperland to add better visuals. I'm gonna use a dual botting in here. Just that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think that's all for this video, guys. Thank you for watching and have a good day, everyone. Make sure to have like proper meal. Don't forget to eat, of course. And bye bye.